Hello everybody and welcome. Today we're going to do something different. A very short-lived project that we can finish in today's stream, and that is that we hopefully can remake one of the more older versions of the minigames. So one of the minigames 4J Studios made for the consoles edition, PS4, Xbox 360, so further on, I was planning to do today. And yeah, we'll see how that goes. There's also a cool thing I've figured out. But before I do that, I also found the pre-made map, so hopefully we can use that. There we go, and extract. Now, what I'm going to do next is Minecraft Glide, region. Wait, can I just see that and go to the run? No, I don't care. And wait, do I have to drag this in the downloads? Cancel. Why can't I drag you in? Region. MCA. No, that doesn't work. Okay, that's sad. So what I'm going to do now is maybe we can search for this so far. Let's see if I go on and I say, okay, I'm going to go back and we go to the main monitor, and we'll see here minigame glide minigame map. There we go. Here, okay, I downloaded this one, but no clue. Maybe I can search. Minigame. There we go. Don't need the command blocks. I just want the bare bones Java port. It's this one I took. Okay, so guess this does not seem to work, which is sad. Level icon PNG. Why would it not work? Maybe I have to rename this. Hello everybody joining, how are you doing today? Okay, so we're trying to get the map to work because world. I want to add this to my IntelliJ. Move refactor. Directory already exists. Why can't I file? Oh wait, maybe I can just open this. Open path reference, absolute path. Or maybe I have to copy the absolute path. There we go. And we go to the run and we find the copy path reference, absolute path. Where's there and there. Cache world, and I go here to downloads. There, and then I grab this here. Bang. Moved. Okay, then to rename this to world 1. Try again. Okay, guess not. Let's disconnect. I'll stop it. It makes it better. Okay, then we rename this to world. Whoa, before I do that. No. First we rename this to world 1. And then we rename you to world. There we go. And now hopefully we should be able to have close this. Now you see we've got world 1 and we've got world. If I run this now, hopefully it works. Please work, please work, please work. Please work. And Preparing level world. Okay, so dread and okay, done. Let's see if we get. Okay, that's sad. Okay, let me just quickly move you guys back into my just talking, and then we go to Minecraft. No, sorry, Moderns. There we go. And, okay, and somebody. Then we rerun, so we go back to 1.10. We play, and then we can see how this is going so far. There we go. And here we go. And now, okay, so hopefully this works now. If I go to multiplayer, direct connection, join, logging in, encrypting, please work. Oh no, okay, that's sad. They just override my world. It overrid my world. That's what? Data, world, region, cancel. You have no clue what it did. We drag you out and refactor. We drag you out and refactor. And then there's nothing in here, so I can just delete that. Delete. Okay. Let's rerun that. Okay. Oops, almost destroyed something. There we go. Hello everybody. Joining, how are you doing today? Okay. So, what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be, hopefully the world runs now, so we rerun that. So back to server list and direct connection, join. So we join the world. Please give me something proper and a super flat. That's fun. Why does the world not want to work? Okay, so I guess I can't use the world then. The port. Minigame with command blocks. Okay, so we've got a world. I'm going to maybe download the map. Let me download the map. Continue. And hopefully this time the bloody world works. Okay. And now we are going to go back to my file explorer. There we go, downloads, world. We drag that back to downloads. And thus, okay, let me first get this working. There we go, before I get completely distracted. Downloads, minigame, no, downloads, I'm to go back here, I'm to completely replace the world with here. Downloads, world. Nope. World, refactor. Cannot move, let me delete world then. Delete, show an explorer, run, let me stop the thing. There we go, then we delete the world, we drag in the new world, there we go, and then we rerun. Wonderful. And hopefully let me stop the thing. There we go, then we delete. We drag in the new world. Okay. There we go. And hopefully this runs. Let's see if we rerun this again, so the world has set, and then I can finally start programming the thing. So we join and it loads up. Wonderful. Okay, and see here. Before I do any nonsense, hopefully my audio stays the same. We go back to the server and we join, and we get a proper world. Yay, we get a proper world. Okay, there we go. I can now with command the MC2 chest by, okay, that's fine. Here, and for Elytra, map pack beasts, map pack canyon dragon, into the sun for an arena. I want to see here where they teleport me to, or how they did this. I've been in this arena so many times. This brings back so many memories. This brings back so many memories, seeing this here. Okay. Wait, I need to explore now. Wait, so we've got a bunch of redstone. Okay, this is bloody cool. What's this thing? Where do you get the information? Oh, from here. Okay. That's cool. Wondered what this was. Okay. Before I get distracted. Oh, this is cool. I've never been down here before. Before I get distracted, let's see, what does this command do? If I go dragon, where do you teleport me? 300. Middle of nowhere. Okay, so this map was also useless. Let me see. Map pack. Map pack giants. Dragon. I always want something simple. Yeti temple. Canyon. There we go. Canyon. Okay, let's just use this map. Now this brings back memories. 1,000. Okay, let me do a simple trick called F3 and C, and then I can copy the location to clipboard. So if I go back to IntelliJ with our plugin, I'm going to do, I don't need WSL, thank you very much. So what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to go back here and to remove the list. Welcome to IntelliJ. Now this is very cool that I can insert the stuff. Okay, so this is the absolute coordinates inside of IntelliJ. So what I'm going to be doing now is, let's see here. Okay, so we're first going to go to Elytra. Elytra minigame, new Java class is called this package actually. New package, listeners. We actually made this a bit bigger. Edit, file, settings, size, 125. Okay, so you can actually see a bit. There we go. So listeners, inside of listeners, you can declare new drafts and say on jump or no wait, I'm going to do it differently this time because it's going to be a quick and fix plugin. I'm going to delete this. I'm just going to create a new Java called listeners, because in the new implements lists listener. There we go. That means Elytra minigame. I can remove the implements there. Listener implements new listeners. There we go. That means I can remove you too, and I put you back directly in here. Plonk. There we go. And then I rerun this, and hopefully it works. Let's see. In the meantime, let me quickly open up Paper MC documentation. Paper MC documentation. There we go. The Paper MC docs. There we go. And because I'm using the newest version of Paper this time, so 1.20.21.10. So if I go here, how to use now? Guides, getting started, API, command, component, API, event, entity. Okay. So we've got everything here, inventories. I might actually just use this inventory API menu type. Menu. Click. Yeah, this is way better than before. So, if we go back to Minecraft, back to serverless, direct connection, join server for localhost, we will hopefully see here, yep. And then if I do control, if I do V, no. Oh, Windows P. Okay, I have no clue how to get to the. Whoa, what happened here? Windows P was not the thing. Okay, wait. That's interesting. Let me close out of here. I don't need you. I do not need you. I need you. I do not need you. Okay. So don't press Windows P. That's something interesting. Okay. That was unexpected. So let's go back here and I put you here. There we go. There we go. I put there we go. Okay, everything's set up again. So you jumped. Okay. Let's go back to Minecraft. No, I don't need it. Okay, so I need to go. We go to creative mode to the canyon. Where is canyon? Canyon, cavern, or temple? Canyon. So the canyon is here, and if you see here, okay, I don't need this. I teleport myself to here. So what I want to do is, oh yeah, okay, so it means also work because I restart the server, so it means everything changed. That's cool, because turns out you can actually run the micro server inside of IntelliJ, which saves a bunch of time and effort. So no, we don't need that. Okay, now we just disabled that. Wonderful. So while this is running, so on player jump, we say you jump the component, yeah, and on player join, they get a new iron ingot, and okay, that's fine. I'll leave the hello world to the player. Hello world to the player. There we go. And there we go. And let's see here, while this is running, okay, so level to the player, we have an iron ingot, and I'm to give this special things. So I'm to say, make here a public item stack and map selection item, call it that, equals new item stack. Let me see what the paper API says here. So got the command event inventories using items. Let's search here, item stack, patch item stack, item meter. Here, there we go. So data components, difference compared to item meta. Here, int default durability does not get default boolean checking for things. Data component, custom model data. There we go. No, that's also my reading value added data component. No, removing a resetting data component. Stacked but unused. Advanced usage with builders. Item stack, helmet stack dot off, diamond helmet, equipment builder, it was to builder. What the hell is this? Okay. Item stack paper. Let's see. I've done plugin development a long time ago, so hopefully this is not okay. Item stack. Let's see. Okay, I'm just gonna figure this out. Dot new item material dot iron ore ingot. So iron ingot, there we go. What's the problem? Implement methods. No. Item stack. APIs used equals new material dot iron ingot. Is this the correct way? Remove new equals material dot iron ingot, and provided item stack of, okay, there we go. And we also say a public static, because it should not be able to change. Public static item plans. So say public static item meta equals map selection meta equals new meta item meta. There we go. Whoops, stop. Equals, it's a map selection of get item meta. There we go. I don't need this. Then I just say map selection meta dot set, or do I put, I think I put this inside of the event. So I say map selection meta dot display name, and there we go. Component dot text. And then I say, how do I use the component system? Now that is a good question. Component API introduction. There we go. Final component.text hello color. Okay, so I just do .color. .text, so I do component.text. Let me actually do it differently this time, because I think it would be simpler if I just do .text. Then I say map selector, and then we do here .color, then text color .color RGB, and then .color append text green text dot. Oh, do I say this is the optimal use of the builder to create this suboptimal construction of the component as each new component. Oh, so I just do text dot content dot color whatever append text. Oh, okay, no clue. Color, and let's do RGB coolers. It's a cool website. It gives you a very good colors you can use. By the way, if anyone's ever curious, so start a generator. I like this screen. Let me copy that. Let's do RGB. No, HSB picker hexadecimal, and then just paste that in there. Or how do they do it with the paper MC? Dot color 0x whatever 0x. How do I get that color? Is it lab? No CMYK. No RGB. Okay, guess it's RGB then. I copy and then I just put here. There we go. Okay, so now I got the text color for the display name. Obsolete APIs used. Custom names, I have to do custom name. Custom name. There we go. Okay, so custom name component. Okay. So let's rebuild and see here. Then we're going to create a UI, a map selection UI, using the new thing. I've no clue how to use all of the new API paper. I've been stuck on 1.20.1 for so long, but we'll see how that goes. So how, and then we go back to Minecraft, back to server, direct connection, join server. And now, loading to rate, there we go. I jumped, I get an iron ingot. Oh wait, I haven't, okay, that makes sense. And then to here I say map selection item dot add meta or dot set item meta, and let's say map selection meta. There we go. And then is it add item, and then we put in here map selection item. There we go. And then we rerun this. There we go. And hopefully it works. That would be pretty cool. And There we go, I'm back. Okay, hopefully this works. So direct connection, join server, encrypting and joining world, and hopefully we get a map selector. Okay, you can't really see the color. I don't think you can really see the color. Let's choose another color. Maybe this might work. So we go back to Minecraft, and then I change the RGB to that, and then rerun, and hopefully it works. So we've got the color here. That's cool. I can set the color. That's something cool I've not seen before. Hello world and help. Okay, go back to Minecraft, back to server list, direct connection, join server, local host, and we should, there we go, map selector. Okay, that still looks bad. Let's just do something simpler then. Let me something that looks cool. Something that's easy for Minecraft to render. This turquoise looks nice. I copy that, copy color, go back to Minecraft and replace that. Okay, and then hopefully this might look the best. Okay, and you see here it loading, it's joining. Initialize one plugin, wonderful. And we have train level and help, wonderful. Back to servers, direct connection, join server. May not make you full screen. Terrain, map selector. Okay, that looks nice. So we've got our map selector. Now I'm to make a new event. I don't believe you jumped. On player jumped is going to do nothing. There we go. We're going to say nothing. Hello, Fabio Wolfsgruber. How are you doing today? So, in the advanced, I'm to say at event handler. Say public void. Say on player interact item. Say player r click no right no click event. How do I say? Right, player custom click event, no recipe click event. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go back to the paper API and we go to the events. Where's the event API? Listeners, there we go. The listener method on player move event. Hello everybody joining, how are you doing? So priority equals high. I don't care about the priority, I just want to see what the click event is. The event hello, your listener. Okay, let's see. Layer, jump interact event. I don't think that is the correct one. Drop item event. No, that's not drop item event, can't be. I want the click event. Channel, command, connection, event. No, not play event. Attack. Play attack cooldown reset. Pre-play attack attempt pickup. No. Click. Option click. Recipe book click event. Client loader world event. Recipe book custom click event. Okay, wait, I have no clue. How to detect player clicks in paper 1.20 1.10. There we go. And player interact event. Okay, which says event handler play interact event. Okay, that makes sense. Player interact event. Player interact event, and then we're gonna say here, how did they do it again? Player interact event paper. Player interact event tutorial. There we go. Use of class or player event, and then we say here interact. No, that's not what I wanted. Okay. There we go. Interaction. How does it do it? If event.get action equals eventual click air. Okay. Right click air. So I'm just going to copy this there, and we go all the way back, and now we say event.action. We say event. And then I'm not going to do this. There we go. If item, where the hell do I get item? Let's see. First here, let's change the event to a player so it's easier to maintain. So say player equals event.get player. So we get the player we're active with, and then we import that. So we say player dot get action, player dot get inventory location trunk active item hand get click client at option inventory name world. Allow client option can pick up items or default data address advanced client brand name. I just want to know action. Why can't I alt enter after import it? Import class player dot, what did I do here? Event dot get action import class player dot get action. That doesn't exist. Rename reference get active item send action bar. No, that nothing of this get can pick up items. Attack cooldown previous send potion get XYZ. Oh my word. And how do I do it? How to take my player right clicks an item. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. So right click and let's see here. Yeah. No, that's not what I needed. Super bird, so I'm working on the custom block, so I need to check when I destroy a block. How can I do that? Player interaction event, there we go. And still nothing. Okay, it doesn't matter. Right click air. Cannot be applied to org bucket. Dot equals action. There we go. Okay. Active item. Get action. Doesn't really want to work. Still don't see why. Oh my word, why does it not want to work? Okay, I have no clue why it's not working. Let's see. Client detector plus how they can detect your flyer item click detection. No, that's with commands, which was, but that's a very cool thing to have. Detect how to detect and Java functions using simplified. I don't want the simplified. Where do you get the information from? Is the detection right click detection wiki detection. There we go. Is block in hand, has item, check if event is involved in item, has book, set cancel, get item is cancelled, method details, player interact event, there we go, method details, not no get action, interactive and field summary constructors, player action, so it has an action. So this says returns action type, just get action. Event, just get action. So you say get, no, get action. Still does not action, does not make sense. Why I can't use this? Event.get action, there we go. Okay, guess that works too. Get type. So we say player.I. Say then player.get item on cursor in hand. How do I do that? What's the duplicated? Dot equals there equals equals map selection item. And then we close this off there. There we go. Okay, what does this want? This wants to say, what do you want here? Okay, get item in hand is deprecated, returns, deprecated, use explicit methods in player inventory. Player inventory. Player in player.inventory in get inventory dot get holder get item. What do you want here? Equipment slot. Equipment slot, what do you have? Hand, main hand. Okay, just hand. Equipment slot dot hand dot selected item. Then I'm going to send a message, so we say event dot get player dot send message component dot text. You click the item. And I rerun this. And hopefully it works. Let's see how well it does. Okay, and we might be able to see here that it works. There we go. Go back all the way back to Minecraft, back to server list, direct connection, and join server. There we go. You click the item. Okay, wonderful, it works. But does it also work within different items? If I say here, low, and I click here, I click, doesn't work, click, doesn't work, click. Wonderful. Okay, that's very cool. So we can now send a message to the player. Okay, so that's working so far. Now, I need to figure out how to use the paper API here for the inventories. There we go. Users currently experimenting may change the future. Menu tab, building info menu tab, start crafting.builder into a few clickable, reachable, open. Okay, so let's set here Electra and let's say new Java class. Let's say map selector. Selector, there we go. And I implements existing inventory views. Event on player quit. You can write a system, open the player on the system stash. I don't need that. This one is simple, a menu. So you say here menu dot crafting, I think. Oh, how do we use what's the menu? Okay, I have no clue. Generic custom inventory holders. My implements inventory holder private. Okay, implements inventory holder. So implements inventory holder. There we go. Okay, and that's private. So private final inventory. There we go. Let's call that selector. Selector. There we go. Then public my inventory. So say public map selector, and then what does it say here? My plugin. So Elytra minigame plugin. Login. There we go. And then we say this at inventory.plugin get server create inventory this. What? Add constructor parameter. Select equals selector. What's the problem here? Implement methods. Okay. There we go. And return this dot inventory. There we go. And what's the inventory? It's selector. I'm just going to say selector, and let's say here selector, and finally here selector. wait, what's the problem now here? It might already have been assigned. I don't think I need this, and I don't think constructor. It just has plugin. Private final, inventory. My inventory. That does this dot inventory have to do this. This dot selector. There we go. Okay, so that fixes that problem. And this is not used, so I can remove that. There we go. Then opening the player equals player. So let's go back to listeners, and then instead of giving here, we say we have the player event. So we say here, let's say here map selector ms equals new map selector, and what do we have here? Larger minigame. Oh wait, actually would need, so if I go back to the maps, if I go back to the larger minigame, new listeners, and I would add a plugin. So let's say here public listeners, and let's say the larger minigame login. I have to say login. Whoops, we go back here and we have to say if private login called login. And we say here this dot plugin equals plugin. There we go, and there we go. And then here I just put plugin. To a larger minigame, and there we go, and a larger minigame, and we change this to a larger minigame, and we change this to plugin, and we go back to a larger minigame, and we just say this listeners. Okay, so now it was new map selector, and then player open inventory dot get inventory. And then directly afterwards, say player.open inventory, instead of my inventory we say map selector ms.get inventory. Right, and if we rerun this, we should have a simple inventory. Storing data to the holder. Oh, this is cool. Okay. So I can even save data to the person who's holding the current inventory. Now that is bloody cool. And helpful help. Okay, wonderful. So the thing has finished. Direct connection join server. And we will see that nothing happens. Options, video settings. Absolutely nothing happens. Why does nothing happen? Map select equals ms equals new map selector. Plugin player.open inventory. What does this do? Inventory listeners. And we go to Electro minigame. Now we go to map selector, and in here create inventory. What did paper think of us? What do I need? This plugin get server.create inventory, this line. Yes, I want to create the inventory, and okay, I have no clue why this is not working. So I might need to change this. Okay, anyway, it's not the point of it now. I'm to leave this now before I forget. So once you jump, you see it says jumped. So once you jumped, and if you are here, so if you're here and you jump. Okay, I'm curious, how does it look outside? I've never seen how it looks outside. Oh my word. That's weird and cool. Okay, let me first options, video settings, animations, particles, render, atmosphere fog, global fog, extras, no. FPS, let's do that. General, no, I want to disable quality, clouds off, apply, done. Okay, so this reminds me on so much. This is probably empty. No, it isn't. What the hell? This isn't empty. That's surprising. I've never gone exploring here before. Okay, then you go down here, all the way down. And why do you end? Oh, you just get teleported into here, I assume. Wait, how does this work? Okay, this is not interesting. How does it work? Okay. So I've completely lost where the beginning is. Okay, here's the beginning in this area. So you jump off here and you fly through here all the way. Wham. Okay. You fly through here, you fly down. And then what? Where do we connect to? Do we connect to here? I've no clue how this is supposed to work. Okay, so this is supposed to go up here. Okay, so I remember this. You go down here. Okay, I don't need to know that. The train track, then the train tracks come next. Yeah. So you've got the train tracks, and then then there's a bunch of train tracks that have to come next. No clue where those are at. Okay, this is something else. Here where the beacons are at. Okay, so that is kind of sad that I can't figure out. Okay, probably wouldn't plug in for another time. Figure out how to use or work this map. How actually would I work this map? There's something behind here. On the ground there is. Then here's another thing. Okay. No clue how they stitched this together. That's a good question. But before we get stuck here, so in the listeners tab, I don't need you WSL. It's in the listeners tab. Here, as you can see, you've got a jump event. And then we need to check if you are at the certain location. So I'm just to say here /set block and to copy this command over here. There we go. And then we set, and then before we say even send message, we're going to say, and then we say new double class start game. Then we say here we create a new list vector, so public vector starting positions, there we go, equals new vector or do I do array? I think do array list equals new array list, new array list. Wait, how the hell do I use array list? Okay, and array list string. Okay, so I have to put here array list, and then in here I have to put vector. No, vector from buckets. There we go. Equals new array list, and then we do that there. Okay, then we do starting starting. Okay, let me just say here another public void init games. We say starting positions dot add new vector, and we paste these coordinates in there, and don't forget to add the comma. Right, and then we add there, and I can add more, but because I made this public, I can check in the listeners if the jump can say if event dot get player dot get. Okay, let me first set the vector. So we say a new vector or bucket, and we say current jump pos equals new vector, and then event dot get player dot get x, and I copy this, and then instead of get x we do get y, and then finally we do get z. There we go. Current jump pos, and then we say here if current jump pos is the same as one of, so we say here new, we say here start game dot in dot start game public starting positions starting you say st, say here, and we say private start game sg, we say here sg dot starting positions start game array starting positions dot starting positions okay, let's see here. Okay, let's see. That might be something stupid. I've forgotten how to do fruits. For string. Okay, I have to loop through over it. Okay. Okay, I guess I have to loop over it. So I say for sg vector starting pods in sg dot starting positions. So we loop through over it, and then I copy this into here, and then we just say starting pos. If it equals the same, then we say player get event dot get player dot send message component dot text start flying. Right, and then we also say event dot get player dot get inventory dot add item, and then we say here the add item and then we say here material dot elytra item stack of dot material dot elytra. Okay, so let's rerun that and hopefully it works. If not, I'll be sad. And would you look at that? Elytra minigame host and done. Back to the direct entrance server. So if I jump anywhere else, nothing happens. But if I jump here, nothing happens too. Why? Ah, there's an error. Cannot field starting position because this.sg is null. 48. 48. There. Oh, because I did initialize. Okay, that's on me. Start game. And on enable, we say here public start game SG. And in SG, I'm going to say SG dot init game. There we go. And now it should work. And hopefully we'll be grooving, be cooking with gas, how some YouTuber like to say it. And help, and back to this direct connection join server, and we'll see. Now we get an error. No, we don't, so we don't see anything. Now this is sad. Okay, why do I not see anything? So if I go back to listeners, on jump event, current position, I'm not going to say that, yeah, and then every time it jumps we get the position, and then we just say event dot get player dot set message component dot text, and then we say current jump pulse dot to string. There we go, and we rerun that, and hopefully we are going to see. Please work, please work, please work. Help, there we go. Direct connection and join server. Learning terrain. Okay, so I don't think we register it because it should be sending the message. Wow, that's my question. Why are you not sending the message? Do I not maps? Did I not register you? What register events apply against this? Get logger. Yeah, I did some nonsense somewhere. Because I also didn't get my item. Why do I not get my item anymore? Ooh, that's bad. I don't get my item anymore. Disconnect, direct connection, join server. Now, please give me my item. I don't give my item. Okay. That being said, I don't think I'll be able to get done for now because I still need to set up the worlds further on. So, thank you for joining me today, and I will see you next time.